whenever you come.
The drama Queen of Tears has been very successful, and you might be curious about the brilliant mind behind this script, as well as other projects undertaken by this talented writer. So, I've prepared this video for you to explore more dramas created by her. Park Ji Eun is a South Korean television writer who began her career in the world of dramas in 2007. Her style uniquely combines elements of romance, comedy, and drama, often integrating touches of fantasy and science fiction. She has been widely recognized and awarded for several of her creations. And now, I'm going to tell you a little about each of them. Get Carl, Oh Soo-young. This was the first drama she worked on as a writer, which aired on SBS in 2007. The story begins with the marriage between a beautiful woman and a man who is not conventionally attractive, but this marriage doesn't happen because the groom is left at the altar. But don't feel too bad for him yet, as this motivates him to turn things around. 7 years later, he returns as a super attractive, wealthy professional golfer, and of course, he makes sure to rub it in her face, and the twist of the drama is that now the roles are reversed because she is no longer as beautiful as before. In the series, you'll find a lot of humor, well-crafted scenes, a well-built and plausible story that brings romance, a touch of revenge, with characters ranging from heroes to villains. Queen of Housewives is a 2009 romantic comedy based on business, which explores the lives of three married women involved in rivalries and alliances to ensure the success of their husbands in the corporate environment. The story follows a character who had her glory days as the queen of the school, and one of her friends from that time who wasn't as popular, and whom they always teased for being considered an ugly duckling. Now that beauty doesn't matter as much, the roles are reversed as the former school beauty faces financial difficulties with her husband struggling to find employment, while the husband of her old classmate is a highly successful executive. In addition to these two couples, the story also involves a third couple who face problems when secrets from the past come to light. So, expect plenty of intrigues and conflicts, including extramarital affairs. Queen of Reversals is a 2010 drama that brings a office romantic comedy, telling the story of a highly successful woman who is also widely disliked for her strong leadership style, and she has everything she could dream of, except a husband. Until one day, a new employee arrives at her company, and she falls in love with him, uses her money as a means to win him over, thus achieving the husband she has always dreamed of. However, this also brings her many setbacks, as her boss was once engaged to her husband in the past and makes her life difficult. Tired of the situation, leaves her job and becomes a mother and housewife. 5 years later, when her husband is fired, she returns to work at the same company, but with a new boss who happens to be the youngest son of the company's president, a wealthy and arrogant guy. However, she doesn't give in to him easily, and amidst many misunderstandings, he ends up developing feelings for her. And here we would have the classic plot of the rich guy falling for the poor girl, but in this case, the poor girl is a woman nearing 40, who is already married and has a daughter. My Husband Got a Family is a 2012 romantic comedy drama that follows the story of a successful TV drama producer who has a particular fear, having in-laws, especially a mother-in-law. To avoid this fear, she sought a partner with no close family ties. That's when she meets a kind-hearted doctor, raised by adoptive parents in the USA, who is unaware of his biological roots. Their marriage seems like a fairy tale, but then comes the twist, as her husband reunites with his biological parents, who happen to be their neighbors, with whom she constantly argues. Furthermore, she discovers that in addition to the parents, there are 3 sisters-in-law, aunts, and in-laws, bringing along unwanted family baggage. It's a longer comedy, with a total of 58 episodes, featuring a renowned cast, and it was very popular in Korea. My Love from the Star. This is a 2013 K-drama, where we have a fantasy romantic comedy that brought a highly innovative and different storyline for its time, subsequently inspiring other dramas. It tells the story of an alien in the form of a perfect human specimen who arrived on Earth 400 years ago during the Joseon dynasty, where he became stranded with no way to return to his place of origin. Living among the inferior species while hiding his true identity, he has always been cynical about humans. One day, he discovers a chance to return home, but while waiting for a comet to take him, he meets a famous actress with a difficult personality. Initially, they don't get along very well, but he realizes that she resembles the reincarnation of his first love from 400 years ago and falls in love with her, which could change his plans. It's a very romantic story, marked by melodrama, humor, and moments of pure tenderness. It's one of those dramas that's so sweet it feels like a warm hug in the midst of cold, leaving the heart feeling cozy. We have an alien who has gone 400 years without an emotional relationship, living in solitude, and as a result, has accumulated a lot of love to give. I consider this a classic among classics, a must-watch for drama fans. So, you know what to do. If you haven't watched it yet, add it to your list. The Producers is a romantic comedy from 2015 that tells the story of a rookie producer who joins the KBS network with the goal of getting closer to his secret crush, a former college classmate who is now an established producer. However, he finds himself immersed in the challenges of television production, from revitalizing a program on the brink of bankruptcy to dealing with a spoiled, demanding idol. As if that weren't enough, he discovers that his unrequited love interest is already in a relationship with the producer of the failing program he has been tasked with saving. As he navigates the chaos of the television world, he will discover that the real dramas unfold in interpersonal relationships and the secrets of his colleagues. Amid rivalries, unrequited loves, and life lessons, he seeks to find his place in the exciting whirlwind of KBS. It's a drama focused on the daily lives of people and the interaction among a TV production team and the romantic relationships they experience, aiming to bring humor within that context. The Legend of the Blue Sea is a 2016 K-drama that blends romantic comedy with fantasy, introducing an innovative element not often seen in Korean productions, the romance between a human and a mermaid. It explores various themes such as past lives, true love, betrayal, and redemption. The story follows a mermaid and a man who fell in love during the Joseon dynasty and vowed to continue their love through many lifetimes. Destiny reunites them in the present day when an earthquake sends the mermaid to land, specifically to Seoul, where she meeting a modern-day doppelganger of your past love. However, this man is a highly skilled con artist who initially becomes interested in her because of a valuable jade bracelet she wears. The mermaid is unfamiliar with earthly customs, and she also has nowhere to go, so he decides to take her in and look after her, but with the intention of pilfering your bracelet. Initially, he thinks she's mute and suffers from some issue as she doesn't know how to do basic tasks like using utensils, thinks he'll teach her, and this way, they both end up forming a bond. And sometimes he had some memories he couldn't understand where they came from, but they were actually from his past life, which he couldn't remember because his memory had been wiped. But now with this destined reunion, all of that was about to change. It's a very funny drama, which brought a very cute, cheesy couple with great chemistry, and without a doubt, it's another classic that I consider a must-watch for those who enjoy this genre. Crash Landing on You is a 2019 drama that you've probably already watched, or, if you haven't, you need to do so urgently because it's a drama that has become a reference for anyone entering the world of K-dramas, and it's certainly responsible for bringing a lot of people into this universe. The drama is a romantic comedy that tells the story of an heiress who is skydiving but suffers an accident and ends up landing in neighboring rival North Korea. There, she encounters a captain of the North Korean armed forces who hides her to prevent her from getting into trouble. Through this, they end up living together, which brings them closer and results in both falling in love. However, they will have to overcome many obstacles to live their love, including crossing the border between the two Koreas. These are the 8 dramas that the screenwriter produced before Queen of Tears, and based on them, you can see that she has some distinctive styles that repeat themselves, such as working with the concept of destiny and uniting different cultures, which are themes she usually brings into discussion. And that's exactly what we've been seeing in Queen of Tears, 2 characters destined to be together, and the merging of 2 families with very distinct customs, among many other elements that are delivering this incredible series to us, which I'm very curious to see where it will lead. Do you have any theories on how our protagonist will get out of this sad situation? Share them here because I really want to know. I have 2, one more sensible, and another betting that the writer might include a fantasy element. The first one would be that she'll succeed with the treatment and find a cure, and the other would be her miraculously getting the opportunity to go back in time to do everything differently. What do you guys think? Did I go too far with my speculation? Well, folks, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave your like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.